Hello to everyone. Now in today's lecture, we will focus on the anti-aromatic molecule and what are the points regarding anti-aromatic we have to remember, anti-aromatic molecules. Now first of all, what is the relative stability order is? Aromatic, non-aromatic and anti-aromatic. Means each molecule try to be aromatic. They don't want to be anti-aromatic because anti-aromatic are highly unstable because of unpaired electron in non-bonding or anti-bonding. I will explain later why anti-aromatic are unstable, but just remember anti-aromatic are highly unstable. Got it? Some points, for example, if I ask in this example, chlorine will liberate in form of, Cl minus or Cl plus. What is your answer? If chlorine liberate in form of Cl minus, and there is a formation of this, it become aromatic. Every molecule try to be aromatic, every molecule try to be of less energy, try to be slim and trim, therefore it is liberate in form of Cl minus. Similarly, if I ask you, in this example, OH will liberate in form of, if I add H plus acid, water will liberate and there is a positive charge. Why? Because this reaction is very easy, because non-aromatic convert into aromatic. Got it? Now, what important point you have to remember? First point, anti-aromatic are dimer at room temperature. You just remember that anti-aromatic has unpaired electron and it is unstable. So what happen at room temperature? It undergo dimerization, single-headed arrow, not double-headed arrow. It undergo dimerization and anti-aromatic will convert into non-aromatic. The anti-aromatic will convert into non-aromatic. This is the important point regarding anti-aromatic molecule. The first point, it dimerizes at room temperature so that convert into non-aromatic. Second point, it readily react with active metals. Why anti-aromatic react with active metal? What happen? For example, this is anti-aromatic because of 4 pi electron. If I add 2 mole of sodium, twice of Na plus 2 electron will liberate. S block elements are good source of electron. These 2 electron will attack and there is a formation of carbanion, carbanion. How many electron delocalize? 6 pi electron. Means if I add 2 electron, 4 pi convert into 6 pi, means anti will convert into aromatic. Got it? This means anti-aromatic molecule readily react with active metals. Now next point is anti-aromatic molecule will undergo oxidizing agent. It react with oxidizing agent. Why it react with oxidizing agent? Anti-aromatic has 4 pi electron, means in order to become aromatic it can gain 2 electron. In order to become aromatic and obey Huckel rule, it can lose 2 electron. Got it? Now already it has 4 pi electron. If I use ferric ion, it will convert into ferrous, means 4 pi will convert into 2 pi. Means anti-aromatic will convert into aromatic. Means anti-aromatic react with active metal, anti-aromatic react with oxidizing agent. Twice of ferric convert into twice of ferrous, means plus 6 to plus 4. This means it will gain 2 electron so that it become aromatic. Now, one more point regarding anti-aromatic is, it is isolated in inert solvent. Suppose these are anti-aromatic and these are the solvent. Why anti-aromatic? Isolated in inert solvent. It will not undergo dimerization in inert solvent. Now what happens in inert solvent? These are anti-aromatic molecules. Inert solvent means it will not react and solvent means of high concentration. So what happens when there are lot of solvent, inert solvent, it will not react with anti-aromatic molecule and it will also not supposed to be an easy way for what happens? These are two anti-aromatic molecules, lot of inert solvent. When the collision takes place, the anti-aromatic molecule will collide with the solvent and solvent will not react. So what happened? The collision between two anti-aromatic molecules decrease. Why decrease? Because of lot of solvent in between two anti-aromatic molecules. You got my point? So the use of that solvent is, solvent will not react and it will also not facilitate anti-aromatic to undergo dimerization. It will stop dimerization. It will retard dimerization. So it is isolated in inert solvent. Now, anti-aromatic isolated at Pluto. Pluto is a planet, temperature is very low. Now, what happened? In order to undergo dimerization, it should have some kinetic energy. If temperature is low, at low temperature means kinetic energy is very less. And if kinetic energy is very less, this means the dimerization is not favorable. In order to isolate anti-aromatic molecule, either you have to pour lot of inert solvent, or what you have to do, decrease kinetic energy. Low temperature the collision will decrease because of less kinetic energy. So this is also an important point regarding anti-aromatic. Isolated at low temperature. Got it? So these are the important points regarding anti-aromatic molecule. Thank you. Jai Hind.